Welcome to Cashflow Diary, a podcast where we discuss business, money, real estate, and the sharing economy. As a full-time real estate investor, entrepreneur, and all-around problem solver, I have had the privilege of developing individuals into powerful business owners. And today, the focus turns towards you. Our mission is to help you build your real estate empire by leveraging strategies to grow yourself, your mind, and your wallet. Let's get started. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Mostly to me, right? Because it's been a while since I have been here and you have heard from me, dare I say, us over here at the Cashflow Diary. And that's true. You're like, where have you been? What's going on? So that's what we're going to cover in this particular episode. The why, the what, the why now, all of that for this new season of content. We are calling this season of content, it's a season of Re-Deux, R-E-D-E-U-X. Yes, that's what we're doing. It's a redo. Why is it a redo? Yes, it's a part 2, but it's a redo in a sense. And some of you get the naming, you understand. And I want to talk to you guys a little bit about that, talk to you about what this season's content is going to look like, and let you know what's been going on and catch you up. So it's been a while since we've talked. Yes. And let me start with why. When I say why, it's like, what was it that created the space for the difference, for the delay, for the reasons of not coming out with new podcasts for probably 2 years? 2 years. That's a long time to go without producing content, right? But it's necessary. Let me tell you why it was necessary. It was necessary for me because, like many of you, I'm a human being, and most importantly, the heart grew weary. Specifically, it was around the events that happened around George Floyd. That particular incident shook my world in a way that I had never been shaken in my entire life. George Floyd and myself, we are of a similar age, similar height, so many similar things. And it was very tough for me to watch and to participate. But the part that hurt the most was really feeling that those who were around me didn't see me. Said a different way, I felt unseen, I felt unheard, I felt invisible, I felt like, why bother producing or doing anything that could be positive right now, because no one is paying attention to the person of me. And that was challenging. It was challenging to deal with and to go through my entire Rolodex, contact list of individuals and go, do you see me? Do you see me? In various different ways to find out if you could still see the person. Or did you see someone who did something for you? So a lot of this has changed over here. You know, I needed to take some time to find out, was this podcast, was the content making any difference? Does it make difference? Does anyone care? Because I feel like, because I also knew like with George Floyd, after a while, the clamor would die down and we would go back to whatever we considered to be normal. And once normal took over, then what's going to happen? And where would the protest and signs be? So, fortunately, what I'm excited about is that now, because of this, I went and found other, communities. I found another social media app. Many of you know of it. It's called Clubhouse. And what happened is that you guys, those of you that I met on the app or in person since then, were able to pour into me in a way that I didn't expect, to be honest. And I didn't even know was possible. And you told me, you answered the question, yes, we are listening. And you didn't just say, yes, we are listening. You said things like, Jay, I was so happy to finally meet you. I've been listening to you for 6, 7, 8, 9 years. And now this is what I am doing. And you're running your own communities and you're building your own empires, as they say. And you said thank you. And you said thank you in various different ways, but most importantly, by making a difference, not only in your own life, but in the lives of others. And that, my friends, fires me up. It got me going again. It made me want to contribute in a completely different and new way. It helped me to see that, yes, I can make a difference tangibly. See, I've said this before and I say it again. It's one thing to go out there and do more deals for yourself. And yes, we will continue to do that. However, it's another completely different thing. It's another completely different thing when you can and when you know and when you have access to seeing other people grow. And that's what's been happening. Is that being able to see you face to face, shake your hands, talk to you on the apps almost daily, encouraged me. It poured into me. It helped me to see that, yes, I am seen. I am not invisible. But most importantly, you were grateful. And that gratitude just caused me to remove from me all of the elements that were not serving any longer. So many things have changed. I have now, when we first started the podcast, man, it was a long time ago, it feels like. And I was married. Now I'm not. When we first started the podcast, I was primarily in long-term real estate. And now we're focused on short-term rentals, but still love cash flow. Crypto didn't exist, but yet it's now something that's a part of the portfolio. I didn't know how to own a songwrite, and now we have many. There's so many more things when it comes to this cash flow game that we have to talk about this season and going forward. We will still do, the interviews. We'll do some instruction. We'll do our best to do the inspiration. But what's interesting is that it is the who I have met along the way during this, we'll call it extended hiatus, that has made the difference. And most of you already know who you are and you're excited. And I'm excited that you're excited because together I'm looking forward to helping more, to growing more. We're putting more efforts into the quality, into the production, and into everything that we're doing. We're looking forward to serving more of you in more ways than ever before. We will be doing new things like sponsors and ads as well, but they are not going to take over, guys. So don't worry. But in order to give you the higher quality that we're after, this is part of the change. So many things are changing. And even with the break, one of the most exciting things is that we are still creating 7-figure families. We're starting in the short-term rental space and helping them make transitions into the long-term rental. So all of the content that you are used to from prior seasons will still be coming. We'll still be talking about businesses. We'll still be talking about how entrepreneurs got their game started. And in fact, the very next episode is from the individual who really lit my fire first. I tell you, when I got onto Clubhouse, it was a unique experience for me. And he was the first individual to recognize, meaning put the two together, because it's one thing to have a profile photo. And if you don't know what Clubhouse is, it's literally just an audio social media app. There'll be a link in the show notes for you to catch up with us on Clubhouse. By all means, do so, because I'm there often. But when you're there, you just hear each other's voices. That's what happens. You hear each other's voices. So there's this, I was using a cartoon image of myself for a while, I think, and someone had asked a question and then I answered it. And what happened is someone recognized my voice. And the very first person who put those two things together is who we're going to be doing the first interview with for this particular season. So I'm looking forward to serving you continuously. I thank you for the patience And I thank you again for the continual reviews, for continuing to support. We are exploring, many different avenues and opportunities. Some of you may have, because I've started now putting myself out there for speaking engagements as well. And we are considering building I think it's called a Patreon community around the podcast too. So there's many, many things that we're looking at to be able to give and deliver more and more, because the one thing I heard consistently and still hear is that you guys have been listening. You've been following for a long time and you're grateful. And I appreciate that, because that consistency will continue to build. And when we do ask for for you to support those who are supporting the show, please do so, because they will be 100% congruent with the mission and message of helping you, helping me, helping we continue to become bigger, better, and badder. As I said before, I say again, there's so much that can change in a very short period of time. And one of the best things that I know right now is that individually, you can make a difference. And if I only make a difference in one person, it's worth it. And I thank each and every one of you who've seen me somewhere to come and say hello. Because I'm telling you right now, had you not done that, there wouldn't be this season or the seasons after. Because I was in a place, it was not good. Because I couldn't find what I needed. And the bright lights that were you guys is what has me here now. So I'm more fired up to make it happen, more fired up to keep coming. We'll still be doing twice a week. You should catch us on the YouTubes, the TikToks, and many other places. We've got a lot of brand new energy and people over here. And I'm just excited that you guys are also still committed to helping yourself grow, as we bring you the tools, the resources, the insights, and the ways of thinking that have helped us to grow as well. I'm excited for this time. And as you guys know, I'm looking forward to talking to you soon. Until next time.